Good evening, everybody. Steve the Amateur Historian. You can't really tell now because it's dark, even though it still should be like post-sunset, but a little dark outside. But whew, the clouds of, sorry I'm so dark here and there, I'm just outside. It's the wind is finally dying down, which thank God, because the state of Oregon is on fire right now. I'm pretty sure that's a fire truck I'm hearing. Granted, that's probably reacting to something that's in the city. So again, my apologies when I step between lights, my face vanishes, but I just want to step outside and walk around for a little bit. For those of you that walk, because I know a lot of people who watch my channel aren't from around here. Some are, you know, close by and know what's going on. So, you know, we've been having West Coast fires for a really long time, and the bulk of the damage has been mostly what's been going on in California, and certainly Oregon has had fires, but just in the last, like, not even really 48 hours, like it seems like even less, it's gotten real crazy. And it's just the air is so hot. Like, it's dropped down below 80 degrees. Well, it's about 80 degrees right now, but I feel like it's also really, really hot because there's this smog over us. And it's interesting, like, it's like the smoke is way up in the air, but we're not really getting much of it down here. Like, it's actually pretty clear around me. There's no real haze anywhere. Not to say that that means the air is all that healthy, but I'm just walking in the middle of the street. I'm trying to go where the lights are so you can keep seeing my face. But yeah, there's been fires in Washington, and even yesterday I was vlogging. I could see the haze way up in Washington. I could see the haze way off in Clackamas County. In Portland, most of the day yesterday was like fine. Like, there wasn't really any, like, the sky was blue most of the day, and then kind of as the evening came, the smog was kind of moving a little bit north. And so we were out, today was a full day for me, and of course we knew there was like fires in Clackamas County that were threatening mostly that county. They pretty much have all of Clackamas County, which is just south of Portland, which is where I've lived most of my life. Pretty much, they just have the whole county like on warning, like, just be ready. And that's because probably a lot of the county people perceivably are in danger. So, you know, what are you gonna say? 70% of Clackamas County, you know who you are, be ready. And so we knew about those fires. And I went out today, my girlfriend, her mom, and her grandfather. And I popped my mask on, mostly because the wind is just blowing my hair and my face, and like I can't see. But yeah, so we went to see, it was recently my girlfriend's grandfather's birthday, and we thought it'd be nice to take him up into the kind of the northwest part of Oregon, the peninsula, because that's the kind of area that he grew up in. And he showed us, you know, we drove around, he pointed out like every house that his friends lived in. It was a real full day, and it culminated with us going to Astoria. So we were in the top northwest corner of Oregon, and we didn't even know that there was fires around the coast. We were in Astoria, and like, you know, the smoke was kind of in the air wherever we were. And that was when we found out that there was like a fire in kind of down around Tillamook, which is, I don't know the exact amount, but what, maybe 60, 70 miles south of where we were, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. So, you know, we look south and you really see the smoke picking up. We crossed this really lengthy bridge that crosses from Astoria in Oregon across the Columbia River into Washington. And when we got on the bridge, like, it's a long bridge, but you can see the other side. We couldn't see Washington when we crossed the bridge. It looked like the bridge was just going on into nothingness. So anyway, I mean, long story short, like, we're okay here in Portland. It's a lot of places on the outskirts, lots of rural Clackamas County, like rural eastern Clackamas County. Estacada, I know places going up towards Mount Hood, like Detroit, are in danger. I heard that, like, there's buildings in Lincoln City, which is one of the most popular gathering spots on the Oregon coast. Like, there's buildings burning in Lincoln City. Granted, we've been out and about today. I haven't, like, looked at it for myself. This is just what I've been getting told over the course of the day. So it shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna try to have a video ready tomorrow. That's just gonna be a compilation of footage I took showing how the smoke looks throughout the day. And it's mostly gonna be a representation of us driving back from Astoria to Portland. And it was, God, why am I walking into the wind? I'm just like taking ash into my face. Should have worn my sunglasses. Yeah, I'm turning around. I can't. I'd rather have my audio a little damaged than getting that crap blown in my face every time there's a gust. So pretty much to the southeast of the Portland area, there's fires and there's dangers, and a lot of these, you know, places, a lot of places in eastern, or kind of the southern portions of Clackamas County, but around like Molalla and Estacada and places like that, I've like been through a lot of times, camped out there, filmed movies there, and it's just crazy the way these fires have spiked up, or at least just spiked in general. And so yeah, we've got fires way over, I don't even think you can see my hand. We got fires way over this way going towards the coastal range and the coast. Got all the fires back kind of this way off this way. That's towards Estacada and even Mount Hood. And then there's fires in Washington, and we actually had a brief break in the smog where all of a sudden it cleared up near Woodland, Washington. It cleared up for a couple of miles, and then this, you know, came in. So I'm gonna post a video tomorrow that I just took of, like, you know, the smog, and like literally it looked like nighttime. These lights and things were on, everybody had their headlights on. Yeah, like, you know, 20-30 minutes before it was even supposed to be sunset, like around 7:10, 7:15. I got home at 7:20 p.m. last night and the sun hadn't even set over Mount Tabor yet. So yeah, we're just, you know, they were already talking about how the Pacific Northwest is on fire, and just in the last, like, again, not even 2 days, it's just gotten crazy. And it's just the whole state is in gold, at least the western portion, because, you know, it's been really windy the last couple of days, which of course hasn't been helpful, but the wind is always, pretty much always blowing east to some degree, and that's why the smoke from the fires off this way are covering this area. So it's just like, God, like, you know, I've heard that like hundreds of homes have been destroyed. You know, it's a big enough event that, you know, pretty much everybody, even people like me that are, you know, safe, you know, the worst we have is just, you know, smoke in the air. You know, everybody probably knows somebody who's being drastically affected like this. My girlfriend has family and friends that either have evacuated or are preparing to evacuate. And I think with how many people have been affected by this, I think just about everybody knows multiple people who are being affected to the point of having to, you know, abandon their homes and hope to God it's still there when they come back. And like, I can't, you know, you can't imagine or understand something of that magnitude, leaving home, taking what you can, not knowing if it's, you know, still going to be there when you come back. You can't understand something like that unless you've actually experienced it. So as one who hasn't, I don't really have comment, because I can't comprehend that. I think about just losing my MacBook in a fire, and that just drives me crazy. There's still people out walking around like me. I'm mostly just getting the kinks out from sitting in the car for 12 hours. My feet got sore, my legs, my arms, lower back, you know, sitting in the car most of the day. But I have a lot of, like, I got at least 3 videos worth of stuff done yesterday. I got like 3 videos worth of stuff done yesterday. But obviously, first and foremost is what's going on in the world around me. And I just want to do a little walk around and just to address it as somebody who's in Oregon, you know, obviously not on the, you know, not in danger, but somebody who's just living in Portland and just kind of these fires coming from every direction, and just the number of people that have been affected, the number of people that have already lost everything. There was like a family down near Enchanted Forest, and like the 12-year-old son and the grandmother got separated from the family, and it was just reported today that they've died. Yeah, so, you know, there's this fire danger towards Salem, various parts of Clackamas County. Jeez. You know, there's lots of rural farmland and stuff in like Washington County and Yamhill County and places just, you know, not coastal range distance from here, but just kind of the other side of the West Hills, the other side of places like Beaverton and Hillsborough. And like, granted, if, you know, a big fire starts east of us, it's most likely going to keep moving east, but just, I don't even know whether to be surprised anymore. I mean, this is 2020. Every other day, there's more stuff, and obviously, you know, it's just recently gotten really bad here. It's been ripping apart other places, particularly California, for a long time now. I really don't know how nature does it, you know? So many acres, miles and miles, hundreds, thousands of acres destroyed, sometimes even in just 1 or 2 fires. And somehow nature finds a way to keep recovering. Of course, you know, who knows how much longer that's gonna last. You know, if we keep burning everything down and stop giving, you know, don't give any craps about global warming and all that. But I should probably go inside. I just wanted to go for a walk, get my kinks out, and kind of briefly address the situation, what's been going on around here. So anyway, I'm gonna head inside. Y'all take care of yourselves, because you never know when suddenly you're in danger of losing everything. Steve the Amateur Historian. See you later.